MGM Signature in Las Vegas, Nevada has changed its fee structures, and I'm going to give you the most accurate information of what the monthly cost is for a studio and a one-bedroom unit for multiple scenarios. Let's get into it. So take a look at this screen right here. I have pulled up a little file and I just kind of wrote everything down because it's a lot of information and I want you guys to be able to see it on your screen. So MGM fees, there's 3 different structures that can go along with it. So you have, if you're in the rental pool program, if you're out of the rental pool program and self-managing, and then the third one is if you are actually just living in the property itself. There's 3 different fee structures that can be happening here. So let's go through those. If you're living in the studio or the one bedroom yourself, your monthly HOA is going to be $790 a month and 60 cents. If you're in a one bedroom living in there yourself or using it as your vacation home and not renting it out, it's $1,581.20 a month. Your extra cost on top of that is going to be $35 a month for your TV and internet. And then your average electric bill, I just called on a studio, I called NV Energy. It's very interesting with NV Energy. You can get anybody's electric bill, average usage throughout the entire year if you just call them and you give them the address. And I'll explain that at the end of the video on how to do that for any property in Las Vegas. But here we go. So for a studio, an average bill, and the one that I called on that I know is in the rental pool program, is $48 a month on average throughout the last 12 months. The electric bill for a one bedroom that is in the rental pool program was $62 a month on average for the last 12 months. So pretty low electric cost. Now, the next scenario is if you are going to have MGM Signature rent the unit for you and you're in their rental pool program, they manage everything. So hands off, cut me a check at the end of the month. These are the fees that goes along with it. So you have your HOA dues, you have your extra $200 studio transient rental fee for being in the hotel rental program if you're in a studio. And the one bedroom, you add on an extra $250 a month on there. The one thing you do waive if you are in the MGM rental pool program is the $35 a month for DirecTV and internet. They will pay that for you. That's no problem. And then of course you have to have your electric on top of that. So your studio electric cost or your one bedroom electric cost, on average, those numbers. Now if you are managing this unit yourself, which if you want to put in the work to it, is the most profitable way to do it, this is the cost associated with it. This is one of the big changes here. So if you are managing yourself, you do have your $790 a month for your studio, $1,581 a month for your one bedroom, and then you have your transient rental fee that is a little bit higher. Your studio is $500 a month, and your one bedroom is $550 a month, and you still have to pay your $35 DirecTV and internet, as well as your electric cost. Studio on average $48 for the one that I called on, and the electric bill for one bedroom was $62 a month on average for the last year. Now, here's the extra thing. Your HOA does include your water, sewer, and trash. So those things you do not have to worry about. These costs that you're seeing here are basically the whole thing, but let me give you the final numbers of what they actually are a month. I added them all up. The grand total is a studio that's managed by MGM would be costing you $990.60 a month plus your electric. A one bedroom managed by MGM Signature's rental pool program would be $1,831 a month and 20 cents, and then your electric as well. If you are managing it yourself, you would be looking at a studio self-managed cost monthly of $1,325.60 plus electric, and then a one bedroom self-managed by yourself would be $2,166.20 a month plus your electric. Those are all the overhead that you can have for this. The big change was they used to charge you $25 per booking. It was a per booking charge as well as the transient fee. Now they do not have the per booking cost, and it's all included in one of those 2 categories. If you're self-managing or if you have MGM rent it for you. Those are the new changes. Now, for the fun part, here's the big secret. Thanks for sticking around to the end, because this is how you find out the electric for every single property in Las Vegas on average. So you would call actually let me pull it up right here. So NV Energy, you can call their telephone line. It's 702-402-5555. 5. Oh, it actually says 4 here, but I know it's 5. This one here, customer service, 702. Oh my gosh, you know what? Let me double check this while I got you here because I just called them and I want to make sure it's the right number that I'm giving you. So it looks like, you know what? It's 702-402-5555. So all fives at the end. 702-402-5555. NV Energy's customer service line. It's a little bit tricky, so when you call in, they're going to ask you for all the prompts. You have to make a selection. None of the selections will work for you, so you have to say, press the button that says more selections. Then you go into the extra secret menu, and then one of those options will be average electric usage for an address. You will click on that one, select it. You can tell it the address, and then it will give you the average monthly bill for any property in Las Vegas. MGM Signature, if you're doing MGM Signature and you're calling for a specific unit because you want to double check the numbers that I just gave you, which you should, always do your own research. You will have to tell them a little bit trick with that unit number. The unit number, if you are in, oh, you know what? Let me pull that up for you too, because there's a secret number with all those unit numbers that you have to tell them, and or else you will not get any electric usage, and they will be very confused. So if you tell them that it's in building, the address, you say building 145 East Harmon Avenue, unit 2702. Well, they will not find it, but you will have to say 27-602. Each building has a secret number that you only see when you're actually checking in and when you're there. It's a middle number that's usually just for the hotel, but also NVNG uses it as well for their numbering system. Now let me give you those secret numbers. It's the third number, or it's the first number after your unit floor number, right? So if you're in building 145 and you want to check on that, it's going to be a 6. So you add a 6 in the middle there, -6, and then the last 2 digits of the unit number. Now, if you're in building 135, it's going to be a 7. And if you're building 125, it's going to be an 8. So just to kind of go over that, let me just type this out so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we are. So if you are looking, and I will up my font so you guys can see everything. All right. So if you are looking at unit 2107 in building, let me see, tower 135, you are going to have to tell them, I would like the power usage on address 135 East Harmon Avenue, unit 21, and then the number, or dash 7, and then the last digits 07. So that's how it would look. So if you're looking for unit 2107, tower 135, you tell them unit or address 135 East Harmon Avenue, unit 21-707. That is the big key right there. So having this dash and having this extra magic number will get you all of your electric information with NV Energy that you're looking for. Okay, that's all information. Hope that really helped you out. And of course, give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and give me a call or shoot me a text if you want any information about investing in Las Vegas. Happy to help you out. We'll talk to you soon, guys, and happy shopping.